Right now I'm at Westlake High School. This high school has more NFL players that have come from here in the last, I don't know how many years, but like Cam Newton went here. And yeah, this is Cam Newton's stomping grounds and a whole other bunch of players. So it's pretty cool. We're here for FCA. I'm gonna be speaking, so wish me luck. Here we go, JD, it's go time. If you can't do this, how you gonna be president of Haiti? It's go time, let's go. You got this. Let the Lord speak through you, man.
Y'all practice in the morning now, or y'all practice like in the seats? Y'all practice in the morning.
Please
explain what it is, please.
Okay. It's like a FCA Urban Alliance Sports Camp, and it'll be like where you have to like lead.
Glad to be here. Like she said, my name is JD Johnson, and I am from Taylor. Sorry. But my story begins in Haiti. I was born in Haiti. My mother, she was 17 years old when she had me. And in Haiti, I don't know if you know, but it's the poorest country on this side of the hemisphere, in the Western Hemisphere. And I was an orphan. And I was at the Good Samaritan, and I was in terrible health conditions. I had orange hair, and my arms were super skinny. You could see like my bones. I had worms in my stomach. It was like the most terrible thing. But I was like hidden away under like this blanket of shame. But that's not how the story like goes. Glory is what I believe God has for me. But my parents, they were missionaries to Haiti. And my daddy came to the orphanage and he saw all these 60 kids that I have been with. And he was in dismay to see the conditions. And he walked past me and I lifted my arms up to him and he picked me up. And in that moment, while he was holding me, he felt like God was telling him that I was his son. And he had just moved to Haiti and given up everything in the US, the American dream, as you would call it. And he didn't want me at that time because it wasn't right. But God had said it anyway. So he set me back down and went back to the campground where he was working and doing his missions work. And he told his wife, because she would be going to the orphanage the next day to do a medical clinic. And he said, when you go there, don't pick up any little boy. So she went the next day and she saw all the kids and she also was in dismay to see the conditions. But she sat down in the middle of all the children. And by the grace of God, I knew to crawl up to her and lay my hand on her lap. And she laid her hand on my hand. And she felt I was burning up in a fever. So she picked me up and she took me to the nurses. And the nurses checked me out and they were like, this little boy's gonna die if you don't do something for him right away. So she took me up and she took me back to the mission. And my dad, he was working on the church at the time. And he saw her in the distance and he knew right away. So she came right up to him and asked her, what are you doing? And she was holding me, she was like, this little boy, he was gonna die. We had to do something for him. And my dad remembered that the day before, God said, this is your son. So my mom said, we're only gonna keep him for 2 weeks to make sure that he gets back on his feet. But in that time, they felt that God really had destined me to be their child. And I'm so blessed today. I'm in Johnson now, and I'm from Haiti, and I never want to forget where I come from. And I want to challenge you to never forget where you come from. Because God has a plan for you, and you can either choose shame or glory. This is what God has for us, and I want you to embrace all the opportunity that you have, because I was with those children. God chose me to stand up in front of all these hundreds of thousands of orphans. I was chosen to make a difference. I hope you guys choose to make a difference. I'm happy to be here with my team and my coach, Coach Korfmacher. I don't want to live like the world. I want to exemplify what my coach and Coach Davis and the man of God they are. That's what I want, nothing more. I hope you guys see that and see how important that is. I have a chance to volunteer here in America. I'm doing missions from Haiti in America, and that's a wonderful thing. I was able to go to the school, Tri-City, and there was this kid. He played football, and he was so enthusiastic, and he really wanted to play football. And he went to the coach, and I was just so like, yes, you gotta go. You want to have that opportunity. You want to do as much as you can because there's children in Haiti that have no opportunity. So you need to take on that responsibility, like I'm trying to every day of my life. Take on that responsibility to do whatever it is that God has. And I hope that you guys trust in God, because Jesus is the way. Jesus is the only way. Nothing more than Him. Thank you guys for having me, and I thank you. Yes. I was going to talk about Taylor. Also, Taylor. Yes, Taylor. I now have the chance to master and grow. And learn at Taylor University. Taylor University is a great school. It's in Indiana. It's an NAI school, and I play football there. I'm getting the opportunity to play alongside my teammates who are great men of God. And I hope that in the future, if you're looking for a college, that you come to Taylor or check Taylor out, because it is a wonderful university, and they seek to create men and women of God. Thank you.
Share with the students, your parents, just show their background there, just where they're from, and just open that up.
Okay. My dad, how I found out about Taylor is my dad, he's from Indiana. So Taylor is in Indiana, and he went to Huntington, and I like the small school. It's a Christian school. So, and if you want to grow closer to God, it's definitely the right choice. And then my mom, she's from Canada, which is interesting. I have like a triple citizenship. I'm Haitian, American, Canadian. It's a funny thing, but yeah, she has a great heart, and she went to school in India also, and it was just crazy. Their story, my dad, he had went to Haiti when he was 5, and he was walking around Haiti, the streets with no one, and it was just perfect for him. He was very cultured, and he went back to Haiti in 1998, and his heart was just broken as he saw his family lose their child, and they had sold everything they had to a voodoo priest. And he just got married to my mother, and they were just broken. And they said that they felt God was telling them to reach Haiti for Christ, and so they moved. They left everything they had, their job, their car. Everybody was telling them they were crazy. But they had faith. They knew that it wasn't about them. It was about God, what they could do for God. And I'm inspired by them every day. I couldn't be more proud of my parents for what they're doing for my country. And I hope to do the same for my country and the world. I feel God has called me to maybe even be the president, if that's what we have. The president of Haiti, that is. And yeah, so I'm just blessed. I want to do whatever I can, but yeah.
Any
Thank you.
questions for JD? Any questions for JD?
Anything, just ask anything away. Ask away. I know you have questions, come on. Please, I'm begging you. Okay, here. Okay, I'm 19, so I'm a freshman. Yep, so, yeah. I go to Taylor University, yeah, up in Indiana, Upland, Indiana. Any more? Okay, yep. Yeah, sometimes, but I just see it mainly as like a way to give God glory, because all eyes are on you as you're in football, and it's the big thing here in America. So I just like to give God the glory in everything that I achieve. So that's what mainly I see football as. Yes. one of the main difficulties, it's a tough one. I don't know, just because my parents are white, and lots of people say like you're the whitest black kid ever. So that was weird. Like finding my identity, I guess, was one of the hardest things because, you know, the truth is you should find your identity in Christ. It shouldn't be black or white, this or that. So that was the hardest thing, just narrowing it down and making the main thing, I belong to Christ. That was my identity, not black or white. And being Haitian or American or Canadian and all that, it just all boils down. What am I? I belong to Christ. That's my identity. So that's what I learned. Any more questions?
Take one more. I have one for you.
Yeah.
Haitians, you share with me about how challenging of people looking down upon it. Can you go into that about a minute?
Okay, yeah, Haiti, so it's the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, even the world. So a lot of Haitians, they're very, I don't know the word, just embarrassed to be Haitian, I could say. So that was hard for me at first because my parents pushed it on me. JD, you're Haitian, you're Haitian, you're Haitian. They told my story, and it was kind of hard at first. And you know, I don't want to be sensitive or anything, but
It's all right.
Haiti, I can't like run away from who I am, and there's a responsibility, I believe, as a Haitian, I need to take it up, because ultimately, like, I'm Christian, I belong to Jesus. It doesn't matter what like the world says, oh, you're this or that, like I said with identity. So, yeah, and I should be proud, like Haiti was the first successful slave revolt. So, and no one knows that. They don't teach you that. They don't put emphasis on that. So I take pride in that most definitely. The Haitian people are very resilient, beautiful people, and I'm inspired by them every day. And it's a love-hate relationship, love-hate relationship, as my dad says. But you know, I just growing up in Haiti for the 10 years I was able to, I've just fallen in love in Haiti. And I hope you guys visit or are able to go out in the world and get a perspective, because it's very important to see all that God has and what He's doing. All the stories, we all have stories, and it's a beautiful thing. Share yours.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.